Hey, my name is Grant Richardson. I'm the pastor of middle school and preteens here at First Baptist Church of Rock Hill, and we are very excited to hear several stories of students that have been engaging in evangelism personally in their own context and sharing Jesus with their friends. Today we have Audrey. Audrey is sharing some stories about how she's grown in her faith, and also some specific stories about how she shared Jesus with other friends and how they've responded. So Audrey, my first question for you today is just simply, how has God been encouraging you to grow in your faith in the past year?
I feel like that throughout the past year, God has just been asking me to grow in just not being scared to share the gospel with my friends that still do know about it, and just to encourage them in their faith and to just help them through their struggles with God by their side and not worldly influences.
That's great. That's great. So, as you've been growing, has there been anything that you've had to let go of in order to grow in your faith?
I feel like toxic relationships or friendships would be one of those things, and just not letting them taint my relationship or my reputation, and just letting go of fear of what other people think, and just living for God as the daughter I am.
Yeah. So during Next Level Weekend, that was back in November, there were some moments and some breakout sessions that were impactful for you. What were some of those moments and content that you take back from Next Level Weekend?
I feel like even before Next Level started, I was asked to text someone and just encourage them to come to the event. And I didn't want to because I was nervous and scared it would be awkward because we weren't really friends, but I did, and it turned out to be one of the most impactful steps in my faith.
Yeah.
Because they came and now they're a Christian, and they were changed over a simple text message.
Great. So it's just simply following Jesus, doing the simple things of reaching out, being a friend, being nice, and then also inviting them to something and sharing Jesus with them through that. Someone came to know Jesus Christ through that. All right, cool, great. So also, how did God challenge you to take your faith to the next level during that weekend, or after that weekend?
Really, just just not caring what other people think, and just purely setting your focus on the Lord and who He desires you to be. And when you do what He asks, it's one of the most rewarding and incredible feelings that I have personally ever felt in my entire life. And I just think that it's something that, even though you're scared to do it, it will change your whole perspective, and it will just change who you are.
Great. All right, well, speaking of following Jesus and pursuing Him and just doing the simple things that we've been called to do, like sharing the gospel with our friends, and that changes us, and it's changed you. You've talked to me about that and talked through that. So now that we're on the other side of that weekend, how are you encouraged to be a part of God's mission now and in the future?
God has recently placed me in a volleyball club, a travel league, and a lot of these girls either don't know Christ or have rejected Him in the past. And I just feel like I've been set on this team as a mission field.
Yeah.
And so my goal throughout being on this team is to just show them the power of God and the love of God, and just the light that He is and gives everyone.
All right, so I want to ask you one more question. Recently, you were able to share the gospel with a friend, and that friend accepted Jesus Christ. From death to life, they're new in Christ, they're made new. And I want to know, what was your immediate thoughts, reactions, feelings, or joys when you found out that person accepted Jesus Christ?
I think at first it was just shocking and overwhelming to think that I could have made a difference over just simply texting someone to encourage them. And I was just like, wow, like God can take something so simple and just change it. And it was like, a lot of people I think that you have to preach to get to people and to reach people to make them like follow Christ. But that's not what God needs from you. It, of course, like sometimes it will be, but just that like, it can be so simple and it can just change everything.
Simple obedience makes an eternal difference. Right, great. All right, well, thank you.